In this tutorial, I'll introduce you to conditional processing in Natural. The simplest form of conditional processing in most languages is the if statement. This is what it looks like in Natural. I've simplified my program a bit and now want to calculate a pay raise based on age. If the employee's age is below 40, I'll give them a raise of 15%. Else, they'll get a raise of 10%. If blocks need to end with an end if statement. So now I'll save and then run the program twice. If I enter age 25, we'll see that 15% added. If I rerun and enter age 50, there's a raise of 10%. But what if we have multiple values or intervals we'd like to distinguish between? This could be done with multiple nested if statements, but Natural offers a more convenient decide statement, which is similar to the switch or case statement in other languages. The syntax is as follows. Decide on first value of age, then the value or one or more values separated by commas. So I'll enter 25 and 30, followed by the statement I want to execute. I'll add one more value, this time with an interval. 31:40 and a different calculation. It is mandatory to specify what should happen if none of these values match, just to avoid surprises. I'll do this with the none value, followed by a statement. In this case, that obviously means no pay raise, where new salary equals salary. Like the if statement, the decide statement also needs an end decide. I'll also clean up my indentation with the struct command by right-clicking and selecting struct. In cases where specific values or intervals aren't sufficient, Natural also has a variant of the decide statement for Boolean expressions. I prepared an example with this decide for first condition statement, where the value is replaced by the when statement and the condition that needs to apply. So here, the conditions is that age is greater than 30 and salary greater than 100,000. And again, this when none statement is mandatory for catching conditions that are not covered in the statements above. To summarize, Natural offers the basic if statement for branching the program based on logical conditions. An if statement must end with end if in order to set the scope for the statements that are part of the condition. For deciding on multiple values, the decide on statement can contain multiple values or intervals, and it must always include a none option to catch exceptions. Decide for evaluates logical conditions instead of values.